Have you ever wondered why comparing the cost of a car from 1980 to a car today feels like comparing apples and oranges, even if you know the exact prices? It is not just about the numbers themselves, but about understanding what those numbers truly representing across different eras. This crucial insight is what real value calculations help us uncover. The base year significantly affects real value calculations because it serves as the reference point against which all other prices and values are measured for inflation adjustment. When we convert nominal values, which are stated in current prices, into real values, which are adjusted for changes in the price level, we are essentially expressing everything in terms of the purchasing power of the base year's currency. A different base year means a different benchmark for purchasing power, thereby changing all the resulting real values proportionally, even though the underlying real economic trends remains the same. The why behind this lies in the nature of price indexes, such as the Consumer Price Index, or CPI. These indexes are constructed by setting a specific year's price level to 100. All subsequent or prior year's price levels are then expressed as a percentage relative to that base year. When you divide a nominal value by the price index of its corresponding year and then multiply by 100, you are essentially scaling that nominal value to the purchasing power of the base year. This process allows for meaningful comparisons of economic data over time by removing the distortion caused by inflation or deflation. To practically apply this understanding, you will choose a base year that is economically stable and relevant to your analysis. For instance, if you are analyzing a particular decade, selecting a year near the middle of that decade, without major economic shocks, can provide a more intuitive and representative baseline. Once chosen, gather the nominal data and the corresponding price index for each period you want to adjust. Then, divide each year's nominal value by its price index and multiply the result by 100. This will give you the real value expressed in the purchasing power of your chosen base year. A key insight that often goes unnoticed is that while the absolute real values will change with a different base year, the growth rates or percentage changes between real values for any to non-base years will remain as consistent regardless of which base year you select. This is because changing the base year essentially scales the entire series of real values up or down by a constant factor, preserving the relative movements. For instance, if real gross domestic product grew by 3% from 2001 to 2000 to using a 2000 base year, it will still show a 3% growth if you rebase the entire series to 2010. Understanding the base year's role helps you accurately interpret historical economic data. It empowers you to see beyond the superficial changes in nominal prices and grasp the true underlying shifts in economic activity and purchasing power. By consistently applying a chosen base year, you transform raw figures into comparable insights, making complex economic trends clear and understandable, and allowing you to make well-informed academic observations about economic performance over time.